so in a previous episode, we talked about making simple turns with the tall triangle. So today we're going to talk about sharp turns. So for example, how can we get around this corner here like this? Okay, so obviously if we do our tiles like this, you know, it's not going to work at all. So what we got to do is replace this corner piece with two right triangles like this, okay? And you want to orient this such that this piece here is going to hit both, is going to hit this way, so it's going to fall towards the direction that you want the rest of the dominoes to fall. Okay, that makes sense. So if I put that there like this, and then I can put the rest of the tiles there like that. And over here, I don't want to put it too close to this because that's going to end up making it stop. So if I do it like this, two tall triangles like this, then voila, that'll work, just like that. Okay, now how about this turn here? So we talked about turning a corner like this, but what if I wanted to turn this corner as well as knock down the rest of the dominoes in this direction? So making a T-junction, okay, with the input like this and then outwards like that. Well, we're going to do something similar, but we're going to have to do it with two tiles this time. Okay, so we're going to take this corner piece, we're going to replace it with the two right triangles again. So let me do this. I'm going to take this, like this one, and put that in there like that. So again, you want to position this so that you have the leading, let me see here. Yeah, you have the incoming piece and actually, see, I have this thing wrong. What I need to do is I need to turn it the other way, because when this thing falls, it's only going to go in that direction. So that's not going to help us with this way, right? So that's changed the direction of how these two right triangles are pieced together. So I'm going to turn it 180. So now the split is towards the two directions that you want the rest of the tiles to fall, okay, like so. Okay, so now again I have the tall triangle in front of that. Okay, so if I do this, I can have it here like this, so that'll work, but I can't really put a piece here like this, right, for it to fall towards that way, because that will end up creating a really, really strong corner like that. So that's not going to work. So what I need to do, and let me take this off so you can see, is actually I need to replace this tile here with also a pair of right triangles again, okay? And we're going to orient this in the same orientation, so the split is same as this. So we're basically creating a parallel line here like this, okay, at a slant, of course. So now I can have the piece over there and a piece over here. So this will end up knocking over this, and that can continue that way, like so. Okay. And then over here, it can continue in this direction, like this. Okay, we could have switched this one out with the two right triangles as well, but you know, we're taking a little bit of a shortcut, and let's not mind that. All right, so let's see how this works out here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go through that corner over there, so I'm gonna go back to my original like this. Okay, and we'll just go through the rest like that. Now, one thing to note is when this hits this first incoming piece here, this piece will knock over this one pretty easily, not a problem. However, this piece may not knock over this one unless you are aligned just right. So to make that work a little better, what we do is we'll shift this tall triangle just to the right a little bit. Okay, so it's sticking out a little bit more so that it'll overlap this guy when it falls. Okay, and we'll do the same thing with this guy. So the target tall triangle will move it. Well, actually, we can move the whole thing to the left a little bit, and as well as along the seams there. Give this a shot. Ooh, that didn't work. So what happened? They're not lined up well enough. So let's see if we can fix that up, okay? So we're gonna do this again here. So first I'll get back to the original position here. Sorry about cutting this site there. So you guys could see the problem was right here. When it went down like this, it didn't have enough force to also knock down this guy. Okay, and I had already said, let me move this out of the way. I'd already said that we should move it down a little bit and move the entire pair to the left a little bit. So now what we can do two more things to make this work a little bit better. One is when we're trying to knock this piece over, this piece is gonna fall on the next piece, obviously, right? So we wanted to give it as much room to fall and create momentum as possible. So we're gonna put down a short piece over there. And then on this side, on the left over here, you can see that if I have a small piece like this, it's actually exerting quite a bit of force. It's actually quite hard to push it down. So what I'm gonna do in here instead is I'm gonna put down a tall triangle like this, okay? A tall triangle will be slightly easier to push down, like so. And again, I'm gonna move it along the axis away a little bit. I'm gonna line my incoming piece so that it can hit this with as much force as possible, so that when this thing knocks down, it'll hit this one. This one will easily go down, but this one here, again, I'm gonna adjust it. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, okay, so that when this thing falls towards that direction, it'll actually knock that over. All right, so let's give this another try. Hopefully it'll work this time. Voila. Hope you enjoyed. So here's the setup again, and just want to show you in a little bit closer view of the T-junction and how it moves. Okay, and that looked like a number 4, and in fact it is, and it spells 49ers, as you can see. So this uses a lot of the elbow turns and the T-junctions, obviously. So here, I actually start the dominoes. You can see how it works pretty well. So all of these letters use the same idea, except for the R here. The R here has an extra turn, which I didn't quite perfect in this clip, but I will probably do a tutorial on that later on. So yeah, go 49.